Hey guys, welcome back to Man Cave United. Welcome to my man, Young Dean. Young Dean's birthday today. Happy birthday, Dean Garden. How are you, mate? You good?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good, mate. Good, mate. 1-0 win overnight. Eric Ten Hag gets his 40th win in all competitions. Happy days, 3 points in the bag. What everyone was looking for. I think a fair few people were quite nervous over last night's game, especially with Liverpool and Newcastle getting the points midweek. What were your thoughts pre-game?
Well, I know you're nervous. You're always bloody nervous.
I was.
Obviously, Rashford not being there and stuff like that, it makes it a bit more nerve-wracking because he's the only one that can seem to score, apart from Casemiro, of course. Bloody brilliant finish that was. But overall, we did what we had to do. I can't say it was a brilliant game or anything like that, but we got 3 points to move on to the Chelsea match. One more point and we qualified for Champions League.
Yeah, no, it was a nerve-wracking game, especially in the back end of the game. There was a bit of ball turnover. But you know what? From the start of the game, I thought we actually started really well. Like you said, Casemiro got the goal. It was a nice assist by Ericsson, and Casemiro took it well. But you know what? It wasn't all positive through the game, was it? Really, there was a bit of ball turnover again. And
why, Adam?
I'll let you talk about it. I was gonna let you talk about it because for me it just gets frustrating. The guy played well. I think it was last week. He actually played man of the match game last week, and then again, Bruno was turning over the ball again a fair bit, and Martial was getting in a little bit lazy again, and it just for me it was a bit frustrating. Yeah, again.
He's lazy 24/7. That guy.
Yeah, look, I remember conversations.
I actually saw an interesting stat this morning that Casemiro actually has more goals in his first season in Premier League than Messi got in his first season in France. So look out.
Mate, Casemiro, we did miss Casemiro for those 8 weeks that he was off, wasn't it? Due to I think there was a little time there where he was injured and his suspensions as well. And it just shows how much of a big part of this team he is. It's so frustrating to watch. I want to also give credit to Lindelof again. Lindelof's on fire, mate. He's played so well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. As I say, he looks comfortable when he's not partnered with Harry. It just seems to be different for him. If it's Luke Shaw or Varane there next to him, just looks like a complete different player. And also De Gea, another clean sheet, picks up the Golden Glove award and stuff like that, which is good for his confidence in that. I know, he's had his downfalls this season as well, but he's also saved us a lot too. So let's see if we can get another keeper in the summer to really push him and keep him on his toes.
Yeah. Well, so I saw a stat too today about Lindelof. Lindelof has started 9 successive Premier League games for 5 clean sheets for the first time in 2 years. That's a credit to him. The poor bloke's had to play against Maguire, for the last few years, and comes next to a world class player like Varane, and he just looks safe there, hasn't he? Especially with Martinez being out, it's really good to see Lindelof's being patient on the bench and then taking his opportunity when he has.
That's it, with the amount of games we have each season, you sort of need 4 quality centre halves, and we got 3 there, and then with Luke Shaw stepping in as well to make the 4th, it's been a good rotation. Obviously Martinez getting injured didn't help, but it's given obviously Victor a new lease of life, and hopefully he really pushes on and we actually keep him this summer. And obviously it looks like Harry will go, and wouldn't surprise me if Scott McTominay goes as well. Because we need some fun for some players, because at the moment with this ownership, we won't get much fun. So Eric Ten Hag might have to sell a few. Yeah.
Look, I thought when McTominay came on, he was good. I actually didn't mind when he came on. I thought he played pretty well, which was good. Aaron Wan-Bissaka again, I thought he looked really good. he was getting forward and stuff like that. And I found Anthony really frustrating again. It's just look, the guy for me, that 1v1 summed him up for the season. Like you got to take that opportunity. He was put into a beautiful hole there. I think it was it Casemiro that put him into the hole? I can't really remember. Yeah, and he's going 1v1 and then he's pulled back just to get it on his left foot and then switch it out over to Garnacho. Look, just come on, man. There's some. Hopefully in the off season they work on his game, that he needs to be more than just left-footed, because these teams have now really worked him out. Again, that front third before Garnacho came on, and even Weghorst before he came on, was really poor. I just thought Sancho wasn't in the game. We spoke about Martial, and look, as much as there's a bit of spark on the right-hand side, it's really not creating much, is it?
No, I think also, it's his first season in the Premier League. Players often talk about how difficult that first season is and that. So I'm just really impressed, with his work rate. He does go back and help defend and stuff like that. So hopefully the attacking side of things will just come natural once he's been there a bit longer and, gets full preseason in. Obviously, everyone talks about the price tag and stuff like that. And look what happened with Sancho with the price tag. It just seemed to ruin him. So let's hope Anthony can continue on. And, he shows bits and pieces and stuff like that. But, yeah, he just needs a good, proper preseason and, fire away next season.
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely. Like Anthony shows a lot of enthusiasm and he's creative and everything like that. But for me, and he has scored some important goals this year too. Let's not forget that. So, which is really good. Like you said before, United's 1 point away of consolidating that top four. So we consolidate that. Liverpool dropped points, which was good. I think through the night, everyone flicked. As soon as United finished, they all heard that Liverpool were down 1-0. And then there was 10 minutes injury time and everyone's flicking over to hopefully see Liverpool go down. But they got the point. I think it was Villa they played against, and Villa let himself down in the end. At the end of it,
it was like that World Cup injury time again, wasn't it? 10 minutes, it's crazy.
When have you ever seen 10 minutes in the Premier League? Honestly,
I don't mind if it happens. To us,
Fergie time, yeah.
Everyone else, yeah. Brighton away this season. Tell me about it. It's just. Yeah, it wasn't good. Good fun.
No. And De Gea. Let's talk about that bloke, because he came under big controversy 2 games ago, and he got down to his right hand side and bottled that shot. As much as I thought the player needed to be shut down, but today again he proved why. He's had 17 clean sheets, and he made some really critical saves again for Manchester United.
Definitely, he's I know he had a rough couple of seasons at the start of his career at Manchester United, but apart from those 2 seasons, it's been unbelievable. We've had some really poor teams in that period of time, and if it wasn't for him, we would have finished bottom half of the table. Let's not kid ourselves. It's he saved us so many times, and and full credit goes to him for staying with the club. He could have moved on a while ago and stuff like that, but he's loyal and he loves Manchester United. And as I say, I think he just needs a bit of competition there. The last few years, he hasn't really had that competition since Sergio Romero left. Sergio Romero really pushed him. He was an Argentina goalkeeper and kept him on his toes. But the last few seasons just been sort of stopgaps, like Lee Grant, Heaton, now Butland, they're not really pushing for that spot, are they? They're just there for injuries.
Yeah. Look, I think at the end of the day, it was just a case of getting the job done, getting out of there, and then moving on to Chelsea. So, look, we've had problems all year in that front third, and I think the second half, especially the back end of that game, it was just. Look, I don't think. I think we got into trouble a few times in that game where De Gea obviously had to make those saves, but I don't think we were pushed that hard. In saying that, I thought our backs were very well organised, and I thought that I don't want to go too deep into Bruno, because like I said, he's had a man of the match performance the week before, and then the part that annoys me is he sprayed 2 shots over the goal for unnecessary reasons. I think Ericsson sprayed one over the bar. I just like to see the boys be a bit more patient on the ball instead of trying to rush forward or trying to take just a shot that is so unnecessary, and see the game out instead of just panicking and welling it down the pitch or something like that.
Yeah, well, interesting today on the BMUS fan forum, someone actually put a poll up about Bruno, like, if we got offered 150 million, what would we do and stuff like that. And it's really interesting. I didn't see the final result of it. I just saw the beginning, but
I actually saw that. Yeah, and I
yeah.
didn't want to vote. I didn't want to vote. I didn't even vote. But yeah,
No,
he was leading it by a mile. No one wants to sell him, and I
yeah,
get that. I do get
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Because probably look, as much as he frustrates me and everything like that, he does turn it on at times. But again, it's that for me, I just don't see him turning up in those big games. It's not that this was supposed to be a big game or anything like that, but you got to take the bull by the horn and run with it. And he's our captain. You want to see the leader, and I did see at one stage, I forget who it was that took the shot. It was late in the game. Bruno's just sprayed one over the bar, and then I'm trying to think who it was on the left-hand side. They took the shot. Oh, it was McTominay. McTominay took the shot, and it was a good shot, even though it was straight at the keeper. And Bruno's thrown his hands up in the air because he never received the ball. Like,
yeah.
Come on, man.
I think like previous seasons, obviously Bruno's thought he's, really the only top quality player in that side. Let's be honest, and he's trying to do too much. But he's got the likes of Casemiro there now, Ericsson. He's got Varane and Martinez behind him. Obviously not, lately, but as a squad in general. So you get a bit more quality in that team and stuff, and it might change his sort of attitude with all that sort of stuff. He carries on with the ref and all that a lot, and that's why I don't see him as a captain. To be fair, like I think his passion actually runs too much, and it sort of ruins his game. He gets too wound up about the referee and decisions. It takes his mind off the game. So, who knows who's going to be captain next season? For me, it's not him. For me, I'll give it to Martinez.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Lindelof's done well since Martinez has been out, and Martinez has had a really good season. So we're like 2 games away from the end of the season now. We've got Chelsea and Fulham left. So look, I'm looking at it like this. When we win the FA Cup, we've already won the Carabao Cup, and we'll be in 3rd or 4th position. And mate, what a fine season it's been. So, and
considering we don't have a striker, like you're looking at goal difference from the other top 3, 4, 5 teams, even like it's been under Ten Hag. I think it's been amazing. We're really in the hunt at Christmas time there, and he got no money, so he went out and did the best he could. And I think he's done a brilliant job. Maybe the last sort of 6 weeks it's been a bit stale here and there, but I think that comes down to squad depth because the players have worked so hard this season after a few poor seasons under Ralph and Ollie. So onwards and upwards, I say.
Oh, definitely. He's the man to keep without a doubt. And I was actually pretty impressed with his press conference after the game. Like, obviously, he would have been nervous in those last 10 minutes of that game. Where De Gea had to pull those saves out, and he was upbeat about the first 25 minutes of the game. Whether that was a bit of talk just to keep the side pumped up or not, but he was really excited about. I think he's really excited about the next preseason, to be honest with you. He'll be happy to get through this season, consolidate the top 4 position, and then because they've been playing every 3 days, he'll be excited in the off season to get his team in and be able to work on things for him.
Yeah, definitely, and I think he'll be excited if the Qataris are biased too. To be fair, like us, but like as you say, like we've. How much training have they done the last 6 months? Like playing every 3 days or whatever. Obviously, they can't really work on things that need to be worked on. And, we can all see that our front sort of third struggles a bit. But a good preseason, a couple of fresh faces in there. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with the players that went on loan this year. young Alvaro at left back there, I think should be in the squad at least. He's a great young player. I'd hate to see him go out on loan again.
Yeah.
I think he deserves a spot in the squad at least, and go from there.
What's the young fella that's been scoring a fair few goals? What's his name?
Charlie McNeil.
Ahmed.
Oh, Ahmad, yeah.
Ahmed, yeah. So look, Ahmed should be. I can't believe I just remembered his name. Hopefully Ahmed should be coming back.
Yeah.
And he's another big player. He's now had a season out on loan. He's had a good season. He's now left his side, and he'll be probably going on he would be going on the preseason tour as well. And even through that game, you could see like just with Casemiro's run with Ericsson putting that over the top. Casemiro ran a good line straight through the defense, and obviously the finish speaks for itself. So it was really good. But you know what? I don't want to keep talking about the game because we got through the game, and it was good to get the 3 points. I want to move on because we got with the women. We've got the women playing tonight. I think the women are tonight, are they? Well, Chelsea Arsenal. I think there's 10 days to go in this women's competition, and it's really tight. The top four, any team can to win the league, and Manchester United have got to play the other two. Yeah, we know that she's your girl, mate. We've got what do you call it? Manchester United's playing City, so we've got a derby going there. And actually, it's a 3:45 kickoff tomorrow morning, and Chelsea play Arsenal. So it's top four. It's all there. City, I think Chelsea's leading it by, 2 points. Is it? I think it's a point or 2 points. They're leading the comp. So there's three teams. Yeah, Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal are still fighting it out to claim the WSL title, which is good for the women's game. And after the FA Cup, the massive crowd, I really believe a lot of teams will go flooding out to Leah Sports, sort of fans will go flying out to Leah Sports Stadium today. So it'll be good for the girls to get a packed out stadium there.
That's it, and obviously top three in the WSL get Champions League spots. So it'll be a first for United if they can do that. So I think that's their number one goal would be, the top three. But obviously if Chelsea can slip up, and we can keep winning, it'll be amazing effort. Mark Skinner's built a really good squad there, there's been a lot of turnover of players and stuff like that. But this season he's really, he's pretty much played the same starting 11 every match in the WSL. So he's got some good combinations in that going there. And hopefully Russo signs a new deal and stays with us because I think she's a key part of the team. And, I just think that the women's game is growing more and more each week. I think Spurs women played after Spurs men yesterday or it's in the pipeline. I don't see why not, to be fair.
They're probably more entertaining than the men's side, that's for sure. Because, mate, I watched them play. And they were horrific, mate. If Harry Kane doesn't want to get out of there, man, he's got a long career ahead of himself, I tell you, because they were woeful, Tottenham. They were friggin' woeful.
Yeah. Bit of a, that's been sort of good for us, this season. One less, team fighting for that top four spot. But back to the women, I just think, big derby match tonight. And City's always had the sort of wood over United in the women for the last few years. And that, as United are building to become a regular in the WSL. So hopefully it'll be a sold-out stadium at Leigh Sports Ground. I was there a few weeks ago and it was a great crowd, great atmosphere and a great match. And, good luck to the girls.
Yeah, they sort of got a bit of the same. Like even when I was at the game this year, they've sort of got that little issue even in the FA Cup where that front, even though Russo's such a quality striker, at times they just can't find the net. They create a lot of chances, but just can't find the net. I think like the game that I went to was a 0-0 against Chelsea. They should have put them to the sword in that FA Cup game. It should have been 3-4-0 in the first half. And then you know how much of a fan I am of Sam Kerr. She goes and gets the tap-in goal. So people remember that. It was a tap-in goal, done nothing most of the game, and then got man of the match. So absolutely crazy. Anyway, We've
She
got a
actually
new
reminds me of Ruud van Nistelrooy, to be fair.
who?
Sam Kerr.
Oh, give me a break, man. Ruud van Nistelrooy. No way. Don't insult
She's a
him.
great finisher, mate. She's a great finisher.
Yeah, look, she's a great finisher, but mate, I never got frustrated with Ruud van Nistelrooy, but I get frustrated for her. Maybe because it's too much I know in and out of the game in Australia.
Where's that Matilda's jersey in the background? Where is
No,
it?
mate, there's not one here, mate. I can assure you. Come on, England. No, mate, she is Sam Kerr. She is a quality player. I'll give her that, mate. Yeah, she is a quality player, and she's always in good spots, mate. Always in good spots to score goals and scores
Best place to be.
plenty. And she scores
Yeah.
plenty, doesn't she? You know, so congratulations to her. She is a quality player.
I saw that pain coming out of your mouth when you said that.
No, I'll always, mate. It's the same as Ronaldo. I give credit where credit's due, mate.
No.
He's an absolute quality player, and like the records are there to speak for himself. And she's doing the same things, you know. So
Yeah.
I always give credit where credit's due, and she does deserve the credit as much as she frustrates me as a player.
So Matilda's to win
As
the
an
World Cup.
individual, maybe. As an individual,
Matilda's
maybe.
to win the World Cup.
I think you're going to more England games than you are Matildas, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Don't know why.
Don't
know why.
You don't know why? Because you want to come down and visit me, mate. That's why.
True. There's me
right.
bed over there, just in the corner there.
Yeah, you got the bed here. Yeah, there's two actually.
Yeah.
They both fold out as beds. So there is accommodation in the cave. It's not that expensive.
Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yeah, I'll cook your bacon and eggs up on the deck, and we can watch some football up there as well.
Good stuff.
So let's get into our new segment, eh? What's new in the cave? So Dean and I are both good big collectors, as you can see, and so we thought we'd come up with a little bit of a new segment, and so Deano's going to show us something that's come into his cave or into his home over the past few weeks, and then I'm going to show you something that I've got. So give us a rundown on it, Deano, where you got it from, what it is, and mate, it's an awesome item. I'll tell you, I've been looking for it.
So obviously it's a replica of the Manchester Platz, which is in Munich, obviously, where the air disaster was. You know, where a lot of lives were lost and stuff like that. And a guy named Steve, he actually lives in Birmingham, but massive red, decided to make 100 of these. So when I was over there, he, I'm pretty sure there was only 100. He said right. So. It was a big day that day, so I could be wrong, but he sound like he sounds like,
you sent me some photos. Yeah.
It's an incredible piece, but like, you know, it's even got like a light under here. If I can find it.
Drop it. Do not drop it. Yeah, that's awesome, man. It looks mad.
Amazing. So and he's also done like a life-size replica at the railway in Stretford as well. It's like a sort of a social club, pub sort of slash thing, but it's just down the road from Old Trafford. So if anyone's around that area, or you know, before going to a match beforehand, go check it out. It's I think it's on Chester Road, not like just near the Tesco's and that there. It's life size. It's done proper job, you know. Like it looks like you're over in Munich, and there's like murals and stuff there as well. But yeah, handmade. He's done a magnificent job. So shout out to Steve.
Handmade, that's insane. Yeah, you can make that. That's
if anyone's interested in one, you know, just contact us. And I'm not sure how many he's got left, but I'm happy to pass his details on to you guys and stuff like that. So but you can't live in Australia because I'm the only one with one, so you gotta live overseas.
Yeah, well, that's an excellent piece, Deano. So I've got a piece here as well. So I brought in a program from the 1951-52 season, and just keeping on the Arsenal bottled theme. This is Manchester United versus Arsenal. United won the game. I think it was, I've actually written down because I do file everything away. And where am I? Here. That's better, like that. Yeah. Is that easier? That'll do. Yeah. They won the game 6-1. Goals to who are the goals to? They actually won the league that year, so it's a pretty cool program to have. So what have we got? Stan Pearson scored 2. Jack Rowley scored 3, who was the top goal scorer that year with 30 goals. And Roger Burns scored 1. The crowd was 55,516. So this is the oldest program I've actually got in the cave. So from the 1951-52 season. So I'm
Is that the year you were born, Adam?
Do I look that old, man? Seriously. No, mate. I was born the year they were relegated.
Those days.
Yeah.
Lucky there was no internet and social media in those days.
Oh, mate, wouldn't have been trouble then, I'll tell you. Far out. It was only a few years ago that we're all saying, I hope they do get relegated. That way we can, get punished for what we were doing. Anyway, we'll leave the pot at that. We got our second one out the way, Deano. So we're coming.
I think we're getting better.
Yeah, I think we'll get better. We'll keep getting better as we go along. But I do like the new segment, which is good, and so we can bring something new to the cave. Not always so serious about the game and everything like that. So it was a nice item that you got there. I think a lot of people wouldn't mind one of those. So you have a good evening, Dean. Being it's your how old are you? 36. 36.
26. What are you talking about?
1987, mate. Work it out.
That's it. 36, mate.
36. Mate, you're a young'un. I didn't realise I was 12 years older than you. Jeez, you've had a hard life.
Are you only 12 years?
All right, mate. Let's wind it up there. All right, people.
Hey, stay warm down there, mate.
Stay warm. Yeah, it's bloody cold tonight.
Not like the sunny Gold Coast, mate.
No. Yeah, so all right, people. Remember to like, share, subscribe, share the pod. Get Deano and I'm sick of being on 169, to be honest with you. Let's get over the 170 mark, and I'll talk to you later. See you later. Check yous.